We are live,
Right.
and now, now
What's
we
up, guys?
now we wait a little bit for some people to hop on. We have a grand total of 0 viewers.
I thought Greg
Sweet.
was.
Bringing in the big dogs tonight.
Don't worry, just give it a couple seconds. That's we, huh? It's pinned. Can you message Dad to unpin it? Okay. All right, we have 2
Janine.
viewers, but 3 likes. Okay, 6 viewers. Hey guys, it's Maddie here. Welcome back to the Digging Adventures live show. I am your host, Maddie, and today we have 3 amazing individuals here. We have Tyler Yasko, we got James, and Mike Buck, who all together form a part of the Copper Poppers. How is it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Awesome. We're
That's
like
great to hear. What was
we're
that?
3 parts of a Megazord, and we form the Copper Poppers.
And got you got the the Copper Poppers Ord.
Yeah.
Copper Poppazord. That's right.
Just don't let it sit outside for too long. It'll turn green.
Right.
It'll oxidize.
A nice
Um,
patina.
yeah. So before we get any further into the show, I would like to go over our commercials. Let me just grab something real quick before we do that. All right.
What's up, PA Relic Hunters? How's it going, Rich?
I see Jerry Ross in there. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. I hope
Oh,
I
there
hope
we
we
go.
can meet some new people too
Everything,
tonight. I'm sure.
like I say, everything's fine. I totally didn't just exit out of the stream.
We were wondering.
Everything's fine.
It's not good when the host is gone.
Yeah, everything's. See, look, we have you 3 guys here. You can't go wrong with that.
What'd you think, Jerry? Pretty dope video, huh?
Wait, what happened?
We released a new video today. Jerry Ross said he watched it.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to watch that after the show.
Yeah.
So, really quickly, before we get started, I almost gave myself a heart attack for a second there, but we're all right. So, I'm going to go over our sponsors, our commercials for today. meldetectingshop.com. If you need anything metal detecting related, show your support and click the link in the comments section. I'm going to put it up right now, and I'm also going to bring it up on here. If for some reason you don't see it in the comment section, you can just probably type it in. I'm going to leave that there for the rest of this. All right. Click on the link in the comments section. A portion of all sales goes into prizes for the show if you use that link. How great is that? The more sales, the bigger and better prizes for the show. So show your support when buying your metal detecting supplies. Go to meldetectingshop.com and make sure to use the link to support the show. That is https://www.meldetectingshop.com. And I'm not reading that last part of gibberish. Um, there we go. Next up, we have uh, Awesome Relics New England. Awesome Relics New England is a group of detecting enthusiasts from all over New England. Their focus is retrieving and identifying items through detecting to help educate people on their history and to preserve items for future generations. So make sure you guys go and join their Facebook group, Awesome Relics New England. They are just Awesome Relics New England is just an amazing group of people. They've helped out the show a lot in the past by donating giveaways. They've just been really supportive. So I heavily recommend that you guys, if you aren't already, go to their group on Facebook and join it. And last, but most certainly not least, we have Predator Tools. If you are in the market for a new detecting shovel, look no further. Predator Tools has the best digging tools in my opinion. Made in America from USA certified steel, I use the Model 24 Phoenix and I love it. This season I will be giving away 3 Predator Tools diggers. So make sure you keep watching throughout this season, and to that, make sure you keep watching throughout the season to get a chance to win one.
That's an awesome prize.
Yeah, that's a
And
sick prize.
yeah, Predator tools are some of the best. No. They are the best digging tools out there. I have been using the same digging tool, the same Predator tool, for as long as I can remember now. I use that thing, I abuse that thing out there in the woods with all the roots, and it is still fine. It still works. It's just an amazing product. I've never seen a shovel like that one, like those. So I heavily recommend that you guys go and show your support to Predator Tools. If you're looking for a new shovel, go to predatortools.com and you have the best digging tools there. And before we get into our show, just one last thing. Tonight's giveaways were donated by Sunray Detector Electronics. They donated 2 U.S. penny collections. I don't know if it'll show up. It's got 5 pennies. There we go. So I'd like to thank them for donating these. We're going to be giving away a bunch of them throughout the next couple shows. And also, I'd like to thank Patriot Headphones for fixing my headphones. I recently the sound wasn't working, so they got fixed, and I'm gonna make sure to take better care of them. So thank you
You
for.
said you need to teach Tyler that that guy goes through headphones like anyone I've ever seen. It's crazy. I don't understand it.
Probably 20 pairs now.
Oh,
20.
At
For
least.
sure.
Just get like, if you're going through headphones that fast, you might as well just get like a pair of earbuds, just plug them in,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
that way you're not like going through a ton of money.
Get some sun rays, bro.
But
Didn't you get some Grey Ghosts,
uh,
Tyler? Didn't you have those before?
Yeah, I had those.
but
You busted those, or did you lose them? Or
but if
yeah,
you're looking to buy a pair of headphones, I would recommend Patriot headphones. I have Patriot headphones. They work very well. The sound is brilliant. And that's brilliant with a hard B. Brilliant. It's just sounds really good. They're really good at blocking out unnecessary noise. They're noise canceling.
What's up, Charlie?
They're very comfortable. So if you're looking forward, so if you're looking for headphones, I would get Patriot headphones. So now that we've gone through all that, we can now get into the interview, the show itself, the core of the Digging Adventures live show. Let me just really quickly get to my questions. All right. So, once again, for everyone who has just joined, we have Tyler Yasko, James, and Mike Buck, who all together form the Copper Poppers. How is it going?
Great.
Awesome.
good man.
Awesome.
That is great to hear. Also, if anyone has questions for the Copper Poppers, put them in the comments section. If it's not a question we already have, or it's not like some random question like what's your favorite kind of cabbage, then we will ask it.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
What's up, Charlie?
That is, don't worry, I use that for like everything. Like whenever I'm saying to people like don't ask weird questions, I always tell them don't ask questions like what's your favorite kind of cabbage? What's your
Answer better than cabbage.
Can you help me with my math homework? Um
I am a teacher. I'm terrible at math though. Horrible.
yeah. I'm pretty good at math. So now so have you guys gotten out metal detecting recently?
Yeah, I've been out quite a bit this year. Found more coppers this year than I think I've ever found. Doing really well.
Ah,
Coppers in large sense.
that's nice. What about you, James or Mike? Have you guys gotten out recently?
Go ahead, James.
I've been hunting here and there. I've been pretty busy with I'm trying to buy a new house, so been busy with that and haven't got out as much as I'd like to. I've also been doing a lot of bottle digging. I don't if you guys have watched our channel, we do a lot of privy digging and dump digging for antique bottles, and I've been doing a lot of that and finding some pretty awesome stuff for sure. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, it's addicting. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, I've done some bottle digging in the past. Not a lot, but I've done some, and I personally also like bottle digging. Um, I've found a couple of pretty good bottles, or at least what I think are pretty good bottles. For all I know, some like expert look will take one look at it and be like, "What is this rubbish?" Like smash it on the ground.
Hey man,
Like,
you
what
got to
is?
start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. We
Yeah,
all we have bottles from all. I have so many bottles. It's ridiculous. It's swarming my house.
For sure.
we
James is a
have
dictionary.
we have a shelf in our house, and the other day we took all the bottles off of it, and there was just so many bottles. And
Yeah.
they're all like range from little small blue medicine bottles to like big milk bottles. And it's
hmm
like that's a lot.
Oh, tell me about it. I had literally have thousands of bottles, and yeah, it's really addicting. We've gotten to some really good pits, some early pits too. Found some Pownell bottles from like the 1840s and 1850s. Mike graciously took me and our other buddies, the Crick Diggers, Travis and Corey. We went to a bottle dump and we got some really awesome stuff. I got some 1840s Pownell stuff, open Pownell, really cool stuff.
Nice. That is
Um,
cool.
to answer
Um,
your question, Chris Potter, I'm from Southwest PA. James is from Southwest PA too, and then Mike is from Northeast Ohio.
hold on. Who asked that?
Chris Potter.
Chris Potter. Where you guys? There we go. That's the question that was asked. Where you guys from? I'm from New. I'm. I don't know if I should do the stereotypical accent or not.
Do it.
I'm. A,
Do it.
I'm. I'm from New Jersey. I go out every morning with my coffee. I walk my dog.
There you go.
Gotta make sure to have that plastic bag.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
gotta have a bag. It's yeah. It's coffee in a bag.
In a
Gotta
bag.
yeah, walk my dog.
Well,
You know.
I'm about 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, um, right on the Ohio border.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
in Pittsburgh.
Um. I've. So you're out near Pittsburgh,
yeah,
sort of.
yeah,
Okay.
west side of PA.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Someone mentioned something about my area. We got the New Jersey Devil out here. I just realized I'm mixing in a mixture of like Australian into my voice. Like,
Oh
howdy,
no.
mate. What you doing? Welcome out to New Jersey, mate.
Start a new language.
My.
New Jersey would be 20% better if everyone had an Australian accent mixed with a New Jersey accent. That would just
What's up, Seth? Yeah,
there,
PA
Seth.
Relics. We got to get together for a collab, man. I know. Who was it that reached out to you, Ty?
Yeah, that was. I talked to Rich about maybe from PA Relic Hunters for maybe getting together
Yeah,
and
I
doing.
think that's who's on right now. Yeah, we definitely should get together for a hunt.
I've met Dave before, metal detecting a while ago.
Yeah, yeah. I've been checking out your guys' videos. You guys been killing it, for sure.
Oh yeah,
The old
Yeah,
door knocking.
yeah. PA Relic Hunters. There's some pretty nice people.
for sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We have a question here. It says what are some of your favorite finds from metal detecting?
Go
Who
ahead,
Who
Monkey.
wants?
wants?
Start that off.
All right. Well, I started when I was like 15, maybe a little bit earlier. I'll be 33 this year. But then I like when I was in college and I kind of took off for a little bit. Then I had a baby, and then I didn't. I kind of got into it again like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And funny story is Tyler was on the Hoover Boys website or on their Facebook page, and he put something up there, and he found a bank token that I found. And I said, "Oh, that's cool. I got one too, or something." And that's how we all started getting together. But the last 2 years or so that we've really been hitting it hard, we've gotten some really neat stuff. My favorites, at least coin wise, um, Tyler graciously took me to one of his church permissions. He hit it once for like 10 minutes, and then it started raining, so he left. So he brought us all back the next time, and I got a 1864 seated half dollar.
Ooh.
It's gonna might not focus there.
Oh,
Oh,
wrong button.
there we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, it doesn't want to focus too good, but it's
What
in
is
pretty good shape.
that? Is nice. That's a nice looking coin.
And
We
then
got it
I
on a
have
live dig.
yeah, we got on a live day on our channel. And then we were in Ohio, in my hometown, and we door knocked this house, and I knew there was a home on the 1870s map. And I talked to the old guy that lived there, and it was his family farm. And he said, "Oh, the old log cabin was back in the woods." So Tyler and James came up. So we went back there. We found an old spring house, but it was like on the side of the hill, so it was kind of a weird place for a house to be. But Tyler and his brother Brendan found a couple coppers, and then next thing I popped out, I got a Pistarine in Ohio. It's a pretty. I don't know if it's. Let me see if it'll focus. It's pretty worn. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to focus too well, but
There
you
we
can
go.
kind of see the cross on there.
Ooh, that is nice.
But we looked up the type, and I think James, it was like 1700 to 1740 one real Pistarine.
Mhm.
But I mean, I got a Fujio up in Massachusetts. I got a 1879 Morgan dollar with James in one of our videos out of an old schoolhouse site. That was pretty crazy. Um,
Nice.
Coins and I have a couple. I got an arrowhead hunting recently, last year or so, and I've gotten some really nice arrowheads. This is from our latest video here. This is one
Okay.
here that we just got that I just pulled from our video that went up today.
My
But it was
goodness.
a smoker though, sitting on top of the
Nice.
ground. And then I got
That is a
into. I mean, here's another really nice one I got right across the street from my house.
that
In a
one
creek.
looks like it's like a spear tip.
Yeah, I think it's called Nadina. And then here's kind of like just some like over the last 2 years. I'll just hold them up. Kind of. I mean, I just started getting into it, so
That Celt,
Holy.
dude.
Yeah, this one over here or this side.
Yeah.
That's I mean, but this is like 2 years worth. I just got into it recently because we were out detecting and James found like two in one of my permissions. I'm like, man, I've never found a freaking arrowhead like even like, and he found two of them in one day. I was like, I got to start just looking for those, and
James is good.
so I started doing that, and that's a lot of fun too. But I'd say those are my top like coin finds. All of it, some relics and stuff, but those are my top finds over the last couple of years, I'd say.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
So also, I would like to mention I've been detecting for give or take maybe 8 years, maybe 9. I've lost a bit of a count. My dad's been detecting maybe how long's dad been detecting? Like 20 something years. He was um so over 28 years my dad's been detecting. If you combine the amount of time that both of us have detected, we've only amassed a total of one arrowhead.
They're tough.
Give
They
Yeah,
me
are
your
tough.
secrets. Tell me your
the,
ways.
the only, I
29
mean,
years.
from what I've seen, I mean, what I kind of researched is like I find them all, most of them, 90% of them I found in farm fields, and it's just any high spot near a water source. It could be like a real tiny dinky creek, like running close to it. But any of the high spots, whenever they till it up, wait till it rains at least once to kind of, because the flint it shows a different color. I mean, there's different colors of flint, but whenever it rains once, the flint will stick out like a sore thumb and just walk any of the high spots near a water source, and that's where they just kind of think, where would I camp if I was, a native back in the day? They'd want to be close to water, but on a high spot so it didn't flood. And once you start finding little flakes of flint, just keep walking and just keep walking the high spots back and forth. And if you just go out just to look for them by themselves, you'll find them. But you might find a stray one metal detecting, like I did in our video today or James has. But if you just go strictly look for those, just bring a little stick with you and just walk some lines high ground near water. And once you start seeing little chips of flint, just keep looking for it. And the flint sticks out. It takes a little while to train your eyes to pick out the color of flint, but you'll see it and you'll start finding them. It's just super neat to see them just laying there on top of the ground, like, and it's thousands of years old, just laying there and still sharp as ever. It's just as neat as detecting, finding something like that. You're the first person to touch it in a couple thousand years. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I can imagine that it's like really cool. No,
Yep, it's a blast.
yeah, and I made sure to use the word imagine.
Yeah, you just gotta get out there. You won't find them if you don't get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of these days I'll get one. One of these days. And I'll come on the show again and I'll be like, "Look, Mike, I got one." And he'll be like, "Awesome, dude. I've doubled my collection since we last talked."
I'm sure I mean, I found them in Massachusetts. I used to work up in New Jersey and Massachusetts, Connecticut, and I found my first two ever up in Massachusetts. So they're up that way.
Yeah, there was think out here what we have like the Lenape out here in New Jersey. Yeah, we had the Lenape out here. Um I know there's some others I can't think of off the top of my head, but there was we had
What's up,
a
Eric?
hello yeah. But yeah, we've had quite a couple Native American peoples out here in New Jersey. So there are definitely going to be stuff out here from that time.
Sure,
It's just a matter of finding it.
that's right.
Right.
So, while we're on the topic of finds, what are your oldest finds?
Hmm.
Um, as far as
Cuz
like the arrowheads would be the oldest things that we found,
yeah, that
but my oldest coin. What do you think that'd be, James? Probably
Um.
Well,
You found KG2s. I mean, those are
my oldest
1720s.
my oldest silver is a 1742 one real.
Ooh.
But I found a my oldest U.S. silver is a 1797 Drake bust half dime. I have that here actually.
Let
It's
me zoom
hard
in
to
on
see.
you.
It's going to be really hard to see. It's hard to see without it being on a camera.
Yeah.
Are you using an Android?
No, it's an iPhone, but it's so warm
It's
you can just see the eagle in the center. It's tough to see.
Yeah, but from what I can see, it looks really nice.
It's really warm.
Yeah.
yeah. My oldest is I got to metal detect up in Massachusetts, like when I used to work, and I got a William and Mary. So I mean, that's kind of the oldest. I mean, besides that Pistarine I got here in Ohio, it's hard to get earlier than that in Ohio, but a William and Mary up in uh, Massachusetts for me, coin wise.
Um, I don't know if anyone in the comments are going to ask this, but so I'm going to ask it before anyone says it. What is a William and Mary?
I believe it's just a half penny. It's just I don't know if they were like I'm assuming they were some kind of English royalty. I know there's William penny. Like I don't know if it's a half penny or just a full penny. I don't. Do you know, James? But it's just
Um,
there's a bust on it. It's called a William, and I think that's like 1694 to 1699, and then there's a William and Mary, which goes to like 1696
I think
to
that was
1701, somewhere around there.
1698.
Somewhere around
1698.
there. Yeah, but I don't know the specifics behind it. I mean, because I never heard of these coins until I started detecting up, and I mean, some of the colonial stuff like the KGs and stuff. But when I got up there to Massachusetts and was popping out KGs, I got a Fujio, and just crazy stuff. I mean, we don't have that really. I mean, we get KGs every now and then out in Western PA and Ohio, but up there is a different story. But all I know is it's some sort of I don't know the story behind William or Mary. I'm assuming there's some kind of royalty to be put on a coin, but I don't know exactly what the story is.
I've got
Yeah.
Charlie knows my favorite coin find. I found. I also found a Drake bust half dime. It's a 100. Uh, it's got actually a die crack in it. It's in phenomenal shape. But it's
Gorgeous.
got a die crack in it, and it's actually a Labecti variety. Uh,
Ah.
it's got a die crack in the R, and it makes it look like a K. And it I think only there's an estimated like 16,000 of them that have been minted. Only about 50 of them have been sent into PCGS or PCG, whatever it is. But yeah, I plan on sending it there for sure. It's a beautiful coin. I found it at the one and only Charlie Harley's permission, and it was awesome. It was end of the day. I actually owe it to Seth Newkirk because I had my stuff packed up. I was ready to go home, or at least go get some food. And he was like, "Hey man, there's still an hour of daylight. Let's go out." And I was like, "All right, I'll go swinging for a little bit." And lo and behold, the field that we'd been detecting all day long, there was an 1800 Drake bust half time sitting right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was incredible, incredible dig for sure.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah,
Me-
Charlie, he's a really great guy. We're all privileged.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So really quickly, um, we're coming up to about the halfway mark of our show. Um, I'll probably ask that right after I do this.
Oh,
So let
I got
me.
a good one for
Yeah.
that.
Wait, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, yeah. Tyler,
Yeah,
have a good.
yeah. I've been reading the chat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll ask that question right after I do what I'm about to do. So we are going to do our first giveaway of the night. We are going to be giving away a the and yes, I would like to thank the Sunray Detector Technologies for electronics. Sunray Detector Electronics for donating these to us. We're going to be giving away the Essential US Penny Collection. It has 5 separate pennies, and we're going to be giving one away. It also has just dawned on me that I forgot to tell people how to enter in for the giveaways. But that is alright, for underneath it has a little scroll bar which tells people how to enter in. If they haven't read that, then I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to pick a name. Hmm? And you have to be here live to win. Our first winner of the night, assuming they are still watching. Todd Eoff, are you here? Todd Eoff. Todd
Todd.
Eoff. Todd Eoff, are you here? And while we are.
He's
Well,
here.
oh, he is here. Congratulations to Todd Eoff. Make sure to send your information out to either me or my dad, and we will send out your prize. Congratulations.
Congrats, Todd.
Like we have all these people in the chat saying congratulations. We have such a great community.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Mark Thomas says he wants the fireworks. Yeah, the fireworks. We have a small issue with that. Elon Musk stopped funding our show, so we don't have enough money for fireworks anymore. That's also why you've noticed a lack of cars exploding. Because he stopped donating enough money for us to do any of that.
What a turd.
He's like, nope, you've blown up one too many cars. And none of them were even Teslas. You're getting out of here. You're no longer getting my funding.
I saw that there was a petition and like almost 10,000 people signed it to for Elon Musk to stay in space instead of coming back to Earth.
I mean, I sort of like Elon Musk. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
He's so rich. It's not even
Yeah,
fair.
but it's mind-boggling how rich he is.
Right.
It's
Looks
just,
like looks like the chat definitely put some fireworks out for us. Respect to the chat.
yeah.
Charlie put a little turd
Since
emoji
Elon,
up.
yeah, since Elon Musk cut our funding, everyone go to the chat and put fireworks emojis. That'll make up for that. Here, that's what we'll do from now on. We chat participation.
Mhm.
There we go.
Right. Elon Musk should make a metal detector. I think he'd finally be able to figure out how to discern a pull tab from a gold piece. He would be the one to
Yeah,
unlock that knowledge.
I I feel that if Elon Musk did make a metal detector, it not only would it be decently expensive, but not it would have an amazing battery,
Mhm.
and it would run its. You would just watch it, and it goes along, finds the stuff for you.
Yeah. Right.
In the headphone.
Autopilot.
It can tell the difference between everything.
Mhm.
You'll no longer have to only pick up nickels and pull tabs on the same target. It can differentiate them. So, earlier we saw a pretty good question. I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull it up, assuming I get. How far back was this thing? Where is it?
Chat's going wild.
Yeah, I know I had like a lot of people say stuff, but dang, I'm scrolling and it's just not there. It's gone. All right. So, we had a question from a comment. Someone asked, "What is a spooky or scary story from metal detecting that you can tell us for Halloween?"
Got any, James?
Yeah, one time I was out detecting at my honey hole, and it's an old 1830s house, and it's surrounded by woods, and it was getting pretty late, and I, the dude's awesome. He doesn't care if I hunt there with a headlamp. So I was out with the headlamp, swinging away, and I hear this like real weird sound behind me, like in the woods, like, ah, like this real weird sound. So then all of a sudden I hear like I heard it originally from like over here in the woods, and then I heard it like 15 other sounds from over here, and it was a pack of coyotes. And they were, I swear, they were like right next to me in the woods, and it scared the crap out of me. I ran to my car. It was so scary, so scary. I don't believe in ghosts, so it's not
I
spooky in that way.
have a short, scary story. Pretty much when Mike found that seed at $50. That's been in my nightmares since.
What about our one from like 3 weeks ago, like a month ago, Tyler? We we were door knocking, Tyler and I, and we door knocked this one house, and it's a very nice elderly lady. She comes to the door. Tyler knocks this one. He picks it, and he's like, "Okay, Tyler, we'll knock this one." Invites him in. We get to metal detect, and then I go up to the next house, a really nice stone house. So I get out, and they got an outdoor in-ground pool. I get out, and the gentleman and his wife are out there swimming. And I get up and I go out to ask permission out of Tyler's truck, and the guy just gets out of the pool and he's holding his handgun, just looking at Tyler and I. And I didn't really at first. I was like, I didn't really catch it, and then I asked him. I started my spiel, and he's like, "No thanks," and I'm like, "All right." And Tyler and I just kind of got out of there. But and then don't you know, the next permission, Tyler knocks again, and it's another elderly couple, and they invite Tyler in, and come on in, and I'm sitting there, and it's just. But that was the first for us, though, for sure, to encounter something like that.
So, he had a handgun.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
that reminds me of an episode of we had him on what? We had him on the show. Um it was um ah, why can't I think of his name? I can't remember. Well, for some reason it's just not popping up in my head. It was Rick Savage. Had him on the
Okay.
show. He had his own TV show at one point, and he would go around and he would do excavations for different stuff. He was talking to the one house owner if they can excavate their lawn, and the person had a handgun on them. And they're like, "No, you can't excavate my lawn." He's like trying to like talk to them, and they just have this handgun on them, and the camera keeps zooming in on it, like dun dun.
Yeah,
It's
this
like
guy was just in his swim trunks, just standing there dripping in his swim trunks, and just standing there holding it to the side, just kind of staring us down. And it was quite the experience. Tyler was. We got back in the car and we were laughing, but kind of a little. We were like, okay, let's leave. Let's go find somewhere else.
a bit shooken,
Yeah,
but
but it was funny it was funny at the same time. But yeah, I was like, okay, we can say that happened to us.
yeah. So, you guys are the group, the Copper Poppers. Um, what, how'd you come up with the name Copper Poppers? It's a very interesting name.
James, right?
Yeah, I just like thought of it one day because we find a lot of colonial coppers and U.S. coppers, and it rhymes. I mean, quick on the tongue, copper poppers, boom. And then we started saying CP4L, copper poppers for like, and if we made a bet that if we ever reach 10,000 subscribers, that I have to get it tattooed on my body. So
How many
yeah,
subscribers are you at?
I think we just hit 1,500.
1550. Yeah, 50. We're like at 1540 or something. So
Yeah. So I'm
yeah,
safe
we
for
got a ways
now.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
People of this live show who are watching, make sure you guys go and check out the YouTube channel Copper Poppers.
Yeah, we'll do a live video of James's tattoo if
It
we
will
ever.
be. I'll live stream it. I will.
This reminds me, I always, I, I always encourage people to go like subscribe to different YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, I did a thing where I said if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will eat the one thing that I am known for just absolutely despising, which is pineapple pizza. Now, the thing is, I also said if we hit 0 subscribers, I would give all of my subscribers a gold bar each. Everyone gets a 10-ounce gold bar when we hit 0 subscribers. Let's see what I was trying to do there. But unfortunately, everyone said nah. They're too smart, and they got me to 1,000 subscribers.
Nice,
So
nice.
during the one live show, I ate a pineapple pizza. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely hated it. No,
I'm not the
we.
biggest fan either.
It was a waste of a pizza, and you've never changed my mind. Speaking of pizza, do you guys like pizza?
I used to
Oh,
work at a
For
pizza
sure.
shop. I love pizza.
And do you guys like pineapple pizza?
Absolutely not.
Whew. I had my
You're
finger over the end broadcast button. It was
uh,
shaking. It was like, oh, what's their answer gonna be? All right. Huh? Oh, Jill Dool. Yeah, that is correct. I turned green when I ate that pizza. Never again. I get PTSD whenever I look at a pineapple pizza. I was at lunch the one day and the kid next to me pulls out a pineapple pizza. I almost wanted to pass out.
oh Lord.
My
Maddie,
body just,
what's your favorite find?
ooh, my favorite find is I was out detecting at a farm. Well, not like it was an old farm site where an old skirmish between the Patriots and British happened.
Mm.
Well, not the British loyalists. Um, and I found a 1774 2 real.
Oh, that's freaking killer. Oh,
Yeah, it's still the only real I've ever found.
if you're gonna find
But
one, that's a good one to find.
yeah, it's my favorite find. But if you're gonna talk about like all of my different hobbies, I only ever did this hobby once. Only once ever. And I went out fossil digging out at a creek for like, well, not really fossil digging. I went shark tooth hunting. And apparently I found something that is pretty rare. I found a fossilized lobster.
Really?
Really?
Yes, and it's estimated about like 40 million years ago.
Like the whole thing, like the whole lobster. Like,
It's about like maybe like that
oh
big.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's awesome. Dang.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a conversation piece to say the least. Look at my
Yeah.
fossilized lobster. Like that's
Look at
pretty
my
cool.
Look at my fossilized lobster. Are you jealous? I bet you don't have a fossilized lobster.
I do
Anyway.
not. That's awesome.
How do you not have a fossilized lobster? Everyone these days has fossilized lobsters. It's the new trend.
I do want to show off my favorite find. I forgot to show off, if that's okay.
Yeah, you can show it. What is it?
It is my
Oh,
George
yeah.
Washington inaugural button,
Ooh.
the chicken hawk.
Can't see
Mike,
it through all the dirt.
Yeah, yeah,
oh James, I'm not
Every-
letting you. It's
yeah. But it's
It
show the
needs
back.
cleaned.
It's all shanked up too. Show the back of it,
It's so
and it's a rare variety too.
Tyler
Tell a
It
owes
is.
story about it. Tell a story.
Tyler owes me about a third of that George Washington button. So that same day that Mike had live dug that seeded $50 at Tyler's church, the week before we had hit a permission, and it was a colonial home site that was just it was virgin. It was beautiful. We found New Jersey coppers there. We found tons of varieties of different coppers, and I found my first real there. I found a sterling knee buckle. Mike found a really rare variety of a New Jersey copper. We'd absolutely killed it. Tyler didn't really find like anything insane. We all found like good stuff, but he was the only one that didn't get something like crazy. So he was a little down in the dumps, especially since Tyler had just watched Mike find one of the best coins ever at his permission. So he was a little bummed out. So they were standing in the parking lot, and I walk over. We were just finishing up, and Tyler goes, "Hey, check out this Danny button I found in the parking lot." Well, here he didn't. He tossed it to me, and obviously he didn't find it in the parking lot. He had left it in his pouch from the last week that we just hit at that colonial spot. So he tosses it to me, and I start to rub it, and I see that freaking shield on that chicken hawk. I'm like, dude, this is a George Washington inaugural button. This is a GW. He's like, oh, is that a good thing? I'm like, yes, you idiot. Yes, it's beautiful. And literally, you can only see that it is a George Washington button in the middle, where my thumb rubbed on it, and saw that it was a GW. So lo and behold, Tyler had the best find of that colonial spot and didn't even know it. So
check this.
yeah, that's a special relic.
Yeah, and it's
That
a rare variety too, with the scalloped on the edge and all
Mhm.
shanked up, straight shank, and it's
Mhm.
once he gets it clean, it's gonna
A
be really
beautiful
nice.
piece.
Yeah, it's just
Beautiful piece.
yeah, it was
That
a
is
great find.
all. Yeah, that is awesome.
To find that out here in, I mean, Western PA. I mean, I think what's his name that does it on Fake Don Hartman, who does the New Jersey coppers.
Yeah.
We documented our coppers, but and even for the county we were doing, we found our New Jerseys in. I think the one I found there was only I think it was the first of the variety in that county. I does it by county, but just to find that we were detecting a house across the street that was probably later 1800s. So
Yeah.
we just decided to hit the field across the street. We had no knowledge of a house being there or anything, but we just went over there to try, and we started pulling tombacks and all that. We figured, oh, there must have been a colonial home there, and that's when we started pulling all that cool stuff. And Tyler gets the
I
GW out of there.
I found a 1733 Isle of Man copper coin there, and it actually has the one side of it is three legs in like like a weird triangle thing that like it was like it had some symbolism for like never being pushed around but never falling over. And the other side has a cannon on top of a baby. I swear, it's one of the most interesting coppers ever. But it's from the Isle of Man, which is a little tiny island by England and Scotland, I think, and Ireland. I don't know,
It's
somewhere out there.
if you have, well, let me grab my notebook. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm really good at geography.
I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you know where the Isle of Man is?
Yeah. If I grab my notebook here, I'm just gonna do a quick little diagram. We're doing a
Sure.
history lesson. I'm gonna make myself full screen. Not a history lesson. All right. If I make myself full screen, here we have blank sheet of paper. This is gonna look very bad. We're gonna have Ireland here, which is just a circle because I'm not doing too much, and then we have all of like Britain there, right?
Mhm.
In between, there's like a small little island there, and
Mhm.
that is the island of Man.
Cool.
That
That's
is where
super
it is located.
interesting. Hmm.
I think there's like a
Yeah,
couple
Brian.
islands, but
So Brian Stewart said, "So is Tyler giving the GWA tonight?" He is. So yeah, make sure you get in that giveaway, guys. Tyler is giving away his GW tonight.
I already traded it. Mike.
I'm just kidding. He's giving it to me. So.
eh,
But yeah, we found some really awesome stuff at that site. I found a drape bust. I found a couple matrons and braided hairs, and I got my first classic head there. Like literally every type of copper. It was really awesome.
That was a great
Um,
spot.
that was a
nice.
great spot. Great
Right.
spot.
You should take me out there sometime.
Yep.
Guys are more than welcome to come out.
Just go out there, fine. I'm just gonna like give me 20 minutes. I'll find
Yeah.
everything.
You don't you swing a Knox, Maddie?
Yes, I swing a Equinox.
Jimbo and I. That's what Jimbo and I use, and Tyler uses the CTX, and we seem to crush it. So we love them.
If you're gonna get more in depth, I swing both an Equinox and a Amphibio.
Never used one of
I've
those.
seen those they seem like pretty nice. I think quarter order. He's been well. I don't know if I think he used the Knox or something. Had his sent in, but the amphibios they seem like pretty nice machines though, as
Yeah,
well.
the Amphibios, they have pretty good depth. It took me a little while to get adjusted to it because I've been swinging mine lab my whole life. All of a sudden switching to an entire new company. Well, not switching, but using an entirely different company, I was like, what is this alien technology?
Yeah, I
I
started
started
off. Go ahead, James.
I started off with Garrett. I loved my AT Max. That's what I found when I did find a gold coin as well. It's a $1 gold piece, just like the one that Kent King found this weekend. Yeah, it's real tiny.
Nice.
Yeah, I found this $1 gold piece with my AT Max, and I love my Garrett stuff, but I swing the Knox now, and that's a heck of a machine.
Yeah. Speaking of machines, someone asked a question that if I would like to answer. How does the CTX match up to the Nox? You have the CTX and you have the Equinox. Equinox is more meant to be like an easy to use machine that you can still find stuff with. It's lightweight, it works really well. But when you put it up against the CTX 3030, the CTX, if you know how to use it, it's I see people a lot of the time. They say that they have trouble learning the CTX. It's just it looks a bit confusing, but but it's also fairly easy to learn that one. Just not as easy to learn as like the Equinox, but
Well, fun fact: James and Mike both learned the CTX because I don't have headphones.
I
We always
know.
look over at them and they're like, "Oh, that's a good one, Tyler. You should dig that one." Like we just learned.
1244.
Yeah,
That 1244, dude. That sounds really good. 6
Yeah,
inches, right? Yeah.
1244s. I love those ones.
Yeah.
1245s are better though. Um,
Right.
Yeah, I started
the
off with the whites, like way back. I mean, well, a bounty hunter, and
Mike's
then I did
really
a
old.
white. Yeah, probably started in what did I say? I was 15, so it was probably like 2002 or early 2000 when I started. I had a bounty hunter, and then that's when whites was like huge with the DFX, and I can't even remember the other one, but it was something with an E. But I was like, I got like a classic ID, and that's it. It was kind of like the Garrett series where it told you if it was it had an ID bar, nickel, penny, quarter. And I was like, oh, that, just my parents' house was 1860s, and I started out with that, and I got like a White's Prism. It was you probably guys have never heard of this, but they're older models, and then finally upgraded the Equinox like 3 years ago, and just been going over the old spots that I used to go to, and it's crazy how far technology's come.
I saw someone in the chat asked, I noticed the gold coins rarely have much wear. And it's I've noticed that too, but if you do look at mine, it is extremely worn. Like I know it's a type 1, but I can't tell if it's a what the date is. It's completely worn off. Like I know gold is very soft, and especially like pure gold like this is extremely soft. So it does wear down a lot faster. But yeah, a lot of the $1 coins are extremely like fine condition. But yeah, I wish I could get a date off of mine, but it's super worn down.
yeah, I've never found a gold coin, so I'm not eligible to answer that question.
me neither. Mike doesn't dig low tones, so
Yeah, I've never done a gold ring, so I've never got a war nickel either. So yeah,
He doesn't dig
crazy.
mid tens. I mean, that's what
Only
happens.
Cologne, only at old home sites, but yeah, it's bitten me in the butt. James got a gold ring last year in a yard I brought him to, and I probably skipped over. It was like a 15 on the Knox. And I was probably like, I don't want that nickel. He digs a gold ring, and I'm like, crap.
And then I lost it.
Mm.
I actually lost it in the yard, and I
Yeah,
found it again.
good thing you had a metal detector.
Right? I was so bummed. Who finds a gold ring and then immediately loses it? And yeah, luckily I found it again in the yard. It was a pretty big property too. Like it was lucky that I found it once and twice.
yeah.
So
Well, you lost your arm cup, the screw for your arm cup too.
yeah. Oh,
We just got this old farmhouse permission, and we go back to the truck, and we're trying to get duct tape because his little cup holder for his arm on his Equinox, the screw came out. So we spent a good 20-25 minutes, and James was like, I can't swing like this. Like,
dude,
we
it was
finally found it
awful.
though. Yeah, it was pretty
Oh,
bad.
it was terrible. Terrible.
Jacksonian button in a gravel driveway. James found it.
Yeah. Oh my god, a little tiny thing. Speaking of sweet buttons, Jerry Ross, I saw he commented too. He found that Andrew Jackson button. Dude, that is super cool. It's like it's only on the back mark, but it's so sweet. It's a really cool historic find. Congrats on that, dude. Awesome.
Nice.
That's
So really quickly, just when I go back to the question from earlier, just to like wrap that one question up about the CTX and the Knox. CTX, super deep, and it's a great machine. Knox, it's also a great machine, but it's light and it doesn't go as deep. There. Also, like to and go back with all the finds that you were talking about. Yeah, those are some really good finds. So also I'd like to do the last giveaway. And once again, I would like to thank Sunray, Detector, Electronics for donating the giveaways. We have the Essential U.S. Penny Collection, 5 separate pennies. Now we're gonna pull a name because the show is supposed to end in 1 minute. Bob Denault, are you here? Bob Denault, are you here? Let me type his name out in the
Seth,
comments.
that's so gross. Seth found a gold stater. Actually, he found 2 gold staters. 45 BC Celtic gold staters. What a turd.
He's so good.
I know, dude. He's so good.
He's the king of Ohio.
Yeah.
He is. He's way better than we are at metal detecting.
So congratulations to Bob Denault.
Congrats, Bob.
Make sure to get your information out to us, to either me or my dad, and we'll send out your prize.
Awesome.
All right. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about before we start to wrap up the show?
Yeah, on Friday we actually do a live auction. It's called Drippy Lip Auctions. If you guys want to check that out, it's live at 7 o'clock on our Copper Poppers channel. We do auction. We auction off bottles and relics and stuff. We have some really cool Civil War and Indian War relics and silver coins. Lots of stuff. We do giveaways. It's a fun time. Even if you don't collect bottles, it's a fun, just like this, good community of people and stuff. So yeah, come check it out. Drippy Lip Auctions on our Copper Poppers page at 7 o'clock on Friday. Thanks.
Nice. So make sure you guys go check that out. Their live auction on Friday. You said it was at 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
Eastern time.
7 o'clock Eastern time.
Nice.
Maddie, shoot me a message on Facebook or whatever, and I'll send you a bottle too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Thanks. We really appreciate you having us on the channel, and I know Tyler, got this all set up, and appreciate it to him too, man. Good stuff. I'm glad I had fun tonight.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I also had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun having you guys on. So yeah, thank you for being on. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys go and check out the Copper Poppers on YouTube. I really want to see James here get a tattoo.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and while you're at it, while you're subscribing to them, make sure you also drop on by to the to Digging Adventures YouTube channel and subscribe there. We also upload the all of our streams up to there. So if you ever want to watch the stream after it's done, you can just go there, and it'll be available.
Awesome.
So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming on my show. It was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Everybody watching too.
Yeah. And I'll see you guys next time. Get out and have a digging adventure.
All right.
And